Guys, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be showing you like how I'm doing my custom right now. So I have my air dry clay here, and a little bit of water, and then the painted water, and then all this stuff. Now I usually just use a few brushes. This one doesn't have a tip, so I use this side for kind of like dots on its eyes, and then I use this one to kind of get that tiny detail, like for the eyelashes and stuff. And this one I use to paint the whole body and the base. And I use this one for even more detail. So I actually really wanted to, and then this one I use for like if I want it, like for dry brushing. But I don't really use dry brushing, so I'm actually using the air dry clay to sculpt on it. Now, this is my first time sculpting on an LPS. I started on the head. I thought it was just gonna make it a purple polar bear. But I didn't really like how the polar bear's figure was. So I decided to add some cat ears. And then on the sides are like tiny flowers. Didn't want to do like those flower crowns. And then here is a tail, and I tried to make it really smooth, but it's really hard to do that because there's a tiny gap on the head. So I'm gonna make this probably a purple cat, I don't really know. And so since this is already a light color, I don't really have to put on some white. I could just start doing the colors, like for the ears purple, and then for some of the flowers dark blue, and some of them light blue. So I started doing that, and I'm really happy on how this turned out for my very first one. Now the tool that I used to like give it that ridges and smooth it out so it kind of like on the cat, I used this tool that I got from that over there, right there. So I got that from there. So I don't really know what this is, but you could use a toothpick or something. But I like this because it has bigger sides, like that smoother, and then the tip that could do the ridges here. So I usually set my LPS on this side to let it dry and stuff. And then this side to wipe off my brush. So yeah, I got this just paint from the craft store. So if I wanted to do a bit more detail, I guess I could use this like this clay that you have to cook in the oven. So it said for 10 minutes on 300 and something degrees, or 10 seconds, I forgot. So I have a lot of this clay still in here because I tried making wings one time, but I didn't want it to, but it wasn't sticking, so yeah, I have all this clay here. The reason why I have a little bit of clean water here is to dip my hands in if I want to smooth any of this out, like for the ears. You could see that it's kind of harsh in some areas, so I use water to smooth that out. A little bit of that out. So I'm gonna have to wait for this to dry. It takes a few minutes, but if you want to be sure it's fully dry, then wait a few hours. So please like, subscribe, and comment, and bye!